start.
Namaste, everybody. Happy morning to all. I somehow have now changed the good morning to happy morning because that good morning just happens, you just keep saying without feeling good. So when you change something, the moment you say happy, you sort of, one of the new bell rings into you. You remember that we spoke last time and how the network we have inside. So that's why this happy morning sounds and makes you think, okay, am I happy? So good. Happy morning. That's nice. Uh, so today, like I said, it's a breath and movement class. I don't know if you have questions about the last class that I took for you all, which was based on natural healing, nutrition, and so forth. Today, we're going to do something which is very, very essential, and it's called the breath. I remember talking to you all about thought process, breath, what we eat, and what are the emotions. So I said these are the 4 tires of your car, and your 5th tire, which is in your dicky of the car, the Stephanie, is the one which is called pause or rest, in which I have again divided, saying that there are 3 types of rest. Physical rest, when you yawn, you are sleepy. There's mental rest, is you go to certain places and you switch off a good movie, a good song, or a beautiful place, and you just get lost. So that's mental rest. And digestive, I told you, base is 12 hours fasting. So whatever time you have dinner, it's 8 p.m., 7 p.m., or 9 p.m. Till 9 in the morning, nothing should be eaten. Okay, so I've finished those 5. Today, let's focus on breath. Now, before we start our class, it's a beautiful thing always, as I told you about dincharya. That means what you do as soon as you get up in the morning. So the first thing, as soon as you get up from your bed, your first thought will be, hey, I'm alive. One more day I got. That should be your first thought. And then I told you that there's a family all around you. Look at them and say, wow, they are also fine. And you go on, you open the tap, water, you go to make your cup of tea or coffee, and there you are again getting excited. It's fire, it's, water, everything, all the elements of nature are here to support you. Okay, so now if they are there to support us, if we are going to do a breath class, what is it that we are going to think about? So how are we going to start our day? So you have these hands. Please do. These hands are amazing. Everything that you do, right? From eat, sleep, bath, everything. But these hands have even more beauty in them, that they are connected to every part of your body. Okay. So first I am going to teach you something it's called lotus meditation. Okay. Now, what is lotus meditation? You are going to breathe in from the nose, breathe out from the mouth, and you're going to open one finger. It's like a lotus petal. So with every one thought. Now, the first right-hand thought is for I am. Yeah, so we're going to love ourselves first. And sometimes you are going to say, I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am peaceful, I am loving. There are days when you don't feel so peaceful. There are days when you are not so very happy. But like you remember the line, fake it till you make it. So you're going to say that. You're just going to say it. That time, that moment you feel, hey, why am I lying? No, don't worry about that lie. It is that you are setting precedence to a day which is going to be loving, or which is going to be happy, or which is going to make you healthy. You have a runny tummy, runny nose, quirky tummy. That's okay. But you keep saying, I'm healthy. Okay. So your right hand petals will open for I am, and your left hand. So every petal, that's every finger, will open for thank you. But they will open only with the breath. So it'll be breathe in through the nose, it'll breathe out through the mouth. And as usual, a prayer posture. is either you take it next to your center of your heart or you take it in front. I'm taking it right near my mouth so you all can see me doing it, okay? But ideal, if you've understood, if anyone has not understood, please ask questions. I'm okay to repeat this, okay? The rest of you, let's join hands. Slowly close your eyes. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And I will now stop giving instructions because you will focus your right hand on I am, 5 I am with every breath. And your left hand is thank you for. Your thank you could be for yourself, for your family, for your material things like your house, car, AC, so forth, or for nature, the trees, the sea, and so forth. Anything. Your thank you is your choice, but 5 things to say thank you, 5 good things about yourself. A little smile. Slowly, you may open your eyes. If you have completed, it would be nice because last class was nutrition and I was doing the talking, except in the end, I asked for questions. But this class is about movements and breath. And it would be nice if I could see you, but you are entitled to your privacy and you think you're in your night clothes and pajamas and don't want to switch on, it's absolutely fine. I'm only saying switch on. So in case you're doing a wrong movement, then I can correct you. But if you think, and these are very simple moments. Okay, so I'm sure you're feeling good about the lotus meditation. That's a nice thing to do. It's short. It's literally 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay. So now that we have finished, now the first thing we understand is the movements of our body and it should coincide with our breath. Now, all of you have heard about pranayams and I also tell a little about your lungs. So if I was to cut open my lungs and spread it, you think it would be so much, so much, so much? No, it would be half a Wimbledon court, a tennis court. So imagine that's your lung capacity. And what we do, short breaths. You know, the ideal breath count is not 8, 16, 18, 20 per minute. It's 6, 8, and max 10 per minute. So we have the saying that God, when he sends you down, he counts not the number of years you're going to live. He gives you a number of breaths you're going to take. Okay? So you want to live longer, you need to slow down your breathing. Okay? So the slower you breathe, the longer you live. And how do we know that? That God said this, look around you, look at the animals. Okay? You have a little dog or dogs around you, and you know they breathe 40 times a minute and they live for 14 years. And you look at tortoise or those animals who breathe once in 40 minutes. Okay? And they live for 140 years. So that's your proof. Yeah, science, logic, everything goes there. So all you need to do is slow down your breath. And the best way, which no one says, is breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Now take your right hand, put it on your tummy. navel center. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Now you're going to blow out. Now, when you blow out, I need you to take your navel button, squeeze it in towards the spine. So you're totally empty. If need be, just think you're blowing candles. So you could do this moment. Once again, we're going to try that. Breathe in through the nose. When you breathe in, your abdomen has to bloat. This is called diaphragmatic breathing. That's your first breath. Now your breath out has to be nice and long and lengthy. Okay? Inhale will not be so long. Exhale has to be stretch and stretch and stretch. Suck that navel right towards the spine. Let's try that again. Feel that. Great. The next breath is called intercostal. Okay, so this was called the diaphragm. You have a diaphragm. It's a dome-shaped muscle in your body, which helps you in breathing. So the first one was diaphragm. Second one is called intercostal. Now take here. Okay, yes. And thank you, Ashmi. You're the only one I can see. And it feels good. At least I am not talking to everyone whose videos are off. Okay, there's one person at least. So the next one is called intercostal. You could either, if you're a lady, under your bra line or in your armpit. Thank you, Neelamji. So the second one is called intercostal. So you have these ribs. Okay, I am not a regular yoga teacher. I am a postgrad nurse. So a little medical talk will happen when the breath talk is going to happen. Okay, so the second part is the ribs that you have. They are called intercostal. So in between the two ribs, there's space. So you're going to feel it. Either put your thumb into your armpit or into this side under your bra line. Either one is fine. Okay, so you're going to breathe in. And once again, breathe out. So this time when you breathe in, your hands will open up. Your middle finger won't touch. So this second breath is called intercostal breathing. Intercostal between your ribs. Yes, I know most of you had late nights, especially the ones who were watching the match. That's normal. Okay. Okay. The third breath, it's called clavicular. Okay. You have a beautiful bone over here called the clavicle bone. Okay. You can see this? Yes. Now, there's a little space. If you go to the center of the bone and you take your 2-3 fingers and you push here and you'll feel that. Okay. Now you're going to, this is a little tricky one. Just understand. You're going to breathe in and you're going to take one more extra breath, which will be a very short, tiny breath. So it's going to breathe in. And when you inhale, that second inhale, you will feel it. And then you release it normally. So slowly close your eyes. Put your fingers, 2, 3, even one finger into a little socket. Just try that. Remember, the lung shape is like a dome and pointed up. So right up till here. Beautiful. So any questions till now? So you have learned today diaphragmatic breathing, intercostal breathing, and clavicular breathing. So these are the three major breathings. After that, you've heard about pranayams. So you have the Bhasrika, where you do a forceful expulsion. You have Kapalbhati, where you flap your stomach. Okay. And you have Shitali, Shitkari, that you. So these pranayams, you will learn. There are plenty in YouTube. But what I would like you to understand is one major. So other than these, there's one which is called Ujjayi. Ujjayi means you are breathing through your throat muscles. Okay. So all those with thyroid, most of us ladies do have thyroid issues, hyper. Okay. But all of us, including the men in the group, remember that when you use your neck muscles into your breath, you have very important organs. You have your thyroid, you have your gland secreting juices. So if you use this, so how are you going to do? Just teach you the beginning of it. You're going to breathe in, breathe out. While you breathe in, you're going to take the sound. First, blow out. You take your palm, keep it in front of your face, blow out. Now, when you finish blowing out, you're going to breathe in using your throat muscles. For those who feel difficult matching, keep your hand. The rest, once you master it, you don't need it. So you got this? It's called the Ujjayi. Ujjayi, using your throat muscles to breathe in and breathe out. Okay? The next breathing, right now we are in winter months. We don't do this one. This is Shitali and Shitkari. In Shitali, you roll your tongue. In Shitkari, you clench your teeth. Let's just do it. So anytime during the day, in the afternoon, you feel hot, what you are going to do is you're going to exhale through the nose. You're going to inhale through the mouth. So long we were teaching you, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. This one is ulta. Okay, so you're going to inhale through your clenched teeth. So you can feel that little dryness coming into your throat. Okay, if you feel like, take a sip of water. Remember, everything you sip, your hand has to go on it, and that thank you connection has to always be on. Okay, fine. Now, the most important, today I also needed to talk to you about vagus nerve stimulation. Today, the world is full of stress. There's Google information. There's lots of internet talks happening, each one giving, you should do this, you should do that. all you need to understand that no illness can attack you unless and until your immunity power is very high. And how do you do that? There are simple workouts in which your vagus nerve. Now, what is vagus nerve? It's your 10th cranial nerve. Okay. You have heard central nervous system, then you've heard sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic. I told you this is going to be a little of medical part. Okay. Bear with me. It's very simple. Just don't hear terms and get scared. Okay. So there's a sympathetic and there's a parasympathetic. Sympathetic is where we remember you get scared and you run and all that. So that is your sympathetic. And parasympathetic is rest, digest. Okay. This is fight or flight. You've heard those terms, fight or flight or freeze. Now they add the third one, fight, flight, and freeze. Okay. You heard about these hormones that are secreted, cortisol, adrenaline. And then there is another one, sympathetic, the other is parasympathetic. It's rest, digest, relax, or rejuvenate, whichever. So we're going to work with so 10th cranial nerve goes to the parasympathetic. Okay, so it's the 10th. Now, why is it called the vagus? Vagus nerve is a wandering. So it wanders. What's its function? It's a beautiful nerve that starts from the brain's from your brainstem. It wanders. Wanders means it's like a fellow who checks you. Okay. So it goes right from there, goes, checks, says, hello, heart, are you okay? Goes down, goes to your tummy, your microbiome, your gut, right up till down. In yoga, it's 72,000 nadis, right? You also know that if you take your blood vessels, connect every blood vessel, that's your arteries, veins, and your capillaries. And if you connect them 2.5 times around the earth. So that much is the intensity of your blood work inside your body. So this beautiful body of ours is amazing wonder. No one can make Xerox copies or photocopy it. So just fall in love with your body. It's amazing. Fat, thin, black, white, doesn't matter. It's got miraculous powers inside you. Okay. So now let's go back to our vagus nerve. So now when this nerve is activated, which means you are increasing your vagal tone. When you increase your vagal tone, remember your rest, digest, relax, rejuvenate happens beautifully. So at any given time, it's not that life is not about stress. There have to be. But remember, if you are watching a documentary where you see a lion or tiger chasing a deer, and after the fear, or she is on the fight and flight mode, she's on the flight, so she runs off. But after a couple of minutes, when she's knows that no more, she's crossed over and there's no fear, she is grazing. That means she's switched over from a sympathetic to a parasympathetic. So that's how we are going to have stress in our lives. Every day the maid doesn't come, so-and-so thing happens, bills are not paid, whatever could be your stressor. So-and-so person is your stressor at work, at home, wherever. But still, how do you learn to switch off? You switch off by increasing your vagal tone. Okay. Now, what's the vagal tone switching off? Is simply, I am connecting it to our breath simply because one of our breath is increasing our vagal tone. Now, which is that breath? It's called the Brahmari. So, you have a little fellow up here. You just press him over here and you're going to humming or the bumblebee sound. So you're going to take this. In yoga, we teach you that we put our fingers, we say no more thoughts, no more eyes, no more talking. Yeah, so that's how we take our thumb, we put it here, no more thoughts, no more, we're not looking at anything. All that happens and we use our fingers. I am sorry. Today my husband is singing at the NCPA, so I had to collect the clothes ready. The Christmas season is on. Okay, so let's get back. So this is called the Brahmari, where you're going to block this little fellow out here. Traka, we say. Going to block that. You can only use this or you can use this. So you're going to take a deep breath. Slowly release. You know, the beauty about this breath is that automatically everything slows down. So Brahmari is something that even if you're sitting, this just humming. Remember how we have our favorite song? Sometimes you don't know the words and you keep humming and it just gets this lovely feeling inside you is what Brahmari can do. Okay, we in yoga teach this as literally half a shavasana. You know, where we put you into shavasana, this one is literally half a shavasana. So I am going to wind up your breath class, because now we'll go into the movement class. So you understood, I didn't cover up your Kapalbhatis, nor did I do your Bhasrikas or different breaths. I just taught you the base of your diaphragmatic, your intercostal, clavicular. Then I taught you your most important Ujjayi, then Shitali or Shitkari, and this. So even at any given day, you sit with only one breath, one kind of pranayam. Fair enough. 5 minutes, start with 10, 15, and or you could simply do Om chanting. Okay. No religious. Om, Amen, Amen, all meaning same. So you could do that chanting, and that itself will get you the Brahmari part, the M part. Is the same one. See, so beautifully. Before I didn't even know, as a medico, I didn't know that these people where they call chakras are also our glands. Thyroid, Visuddhi chakra, pineal gland. Everything is so beautifully connected to the medical part, okay? And imagine this is our culture knowledge. The next we are going to understand is movements. Now, our body is made up of bones, joints, and every morning they need to move. Why? Because we've stopped working in the farms, in the fields. So we need movements. We have gadgets, okay? Now, how are you going to remember how to move, what to move? Okay, so you always start with the neck. Come on, let's start. For 10 minutes more. So breathe in. Drop your neck behind, eyes wide open. Now, once you go up, what you're going to do is clench. Clench your teeth. Just look at me here. So all these with double chin, it's all going to go. Very good. So this is called funny faces on the ceiling. Okay. Now you're going to recollect your first kiss. Maybe husband, maybe boyfriend, maybe in the lift, maybe in the theater or the staircase. Okay. You're going to just recollect that. Look at that person. Stick his photo up on your ceiling and you start kissing. Smooch, kiss. I take classes for senior citizen, and one place I had traveled and taken a class. And while teaching them reflexology, I said, how do I explain to this 70 plus age was the group about reflexology? So I wanted to say, what is the connection between your heart, hands, and legs? And I gave this example. I said, close your eyes. Now remember your first kiss. And I kept telling them. And I said how your hands were, your heart was racing, your hands were cold and clammy, and all that. And then I explained all about 30 minutes of my class. At the end, when the class got over, one lady who came with the walking stick, literally shaking, she said the class was beautiful. I mean, everyone said class was beautiful. This lady walks up to me and says, "Ma'am, I have one complaint." And I said, "What's it?" She said, "When you took us back to our 16-year-old or the first kiss, you kept us there for a very short time. Why did you just made us?" Yes, I couldn't stop laughing. I did exactly what Ashmi did. I said, "I'm so sorry. Next time I'm going to keep you on for a longer time." So imagine we have such beautiful memories and we don't revive them. Okay, those are the memories which will secrete your serotonin, melatonin, everything comes in during those memories. Okay, so first is your neck stretch, which is up, and then you do all those funny faces. Then you take this thumb and you roll it. Very nice. Now let's move to the second. Go to the sides. Now, once you reach, watch your eyes. So you're doing your tratak with this. Tratak is fixing your gaze. And then once you reach that, take your right hand, you move to your right side and you pull. You cup your chin into your palm and you see how much more the movement is. Okay. But initially you're going to just turn. Now we're turning to the left side. After I fixed my gaze, then I will take my left hand, cup my chin into it, and then move it. And see the difference. Are you finding the difference? Yes. First, look one side, cup your hand, and always breathe out. Breathe in the center, breathe out while turning side. Very nice. Now let's go to the third movement. All you do is drop your neck in the side. Now pull your shoulders down. Now take your right hand and feel the stretch. And here you're going to breathe out. So what are you going to do? Take your right hand, take your left hand and use your elbow, your shoulder, and feel that stretch. This too many. You've heard sometime in movies, you see, doctor checking over here because carotid, all these arteries, blood vessels, veins are here. Keep breathing out. Feel the stretch. Now what you do, again, you'll do your tratak. You look down to the floor and you look up to the ceiling. See, I'm trying to match a 45-minute class into this. So it's going to be move your eyes up and down without moving your neck. Only your eyes. Other side. Feel the stretch. Feel the stretch. Very nice. Yeah, eyes move. Preferably glasses down, sweetheart. Neelam, glasses down, love. Very nice. Now, next is rotation. Now, this is one time where I have to warn you. It's not warn, it's that just be cautious. Be around where you can. So I need you to do a rotation, but your eyes have to be wide open. Do not shut your eyes because this is where the turning happens. And I've been taking doctor's classes and I've had one of my interns just dropping is because there's a blood supply. So keep your eyes wide open, and chin is your pencil. Yeah. You want to make a big circle. Now, how do you make this big circle? You put your chin to the chest, move it to your right shoulder. Now drop your head, look up, eyes wide open, turn, come to the left shoulder, touch the left shoulder. Very good. And you do clockwise and anti-clockwise. Slowly, sweetheart. I don't need 3, 5, 7 movements. I need one movement, very, very slow. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. The only thing to remember in this one, eyes have to be wide open. Great. Alicia and all, just keep reminding me of the time slot, because I think there's your next class happening at 9. So now after the neck, we go to the shoulders, and you're going to keep breathing out. Now I need you to see that even these 5 fingers of yours have to move. So you're going to like claw. And when you rotate, you should feel it. There's one place a little cut sound will cut will do. For those who have frozen shoulders, use one hand to the chest and do only single hand. Remember, breathe in is up, breathe out is down. Breathe in is up. Oh, aren't we lucky we are not octopus? Only 2 hands to work with. Okay. I know when you're busy, you wish you had 4 hands. Reverse. Breathe in while going up. Breathe out while coming down. And if you can, with both hands. And you could make it like a dance pause. Yes. And the next one, you're going to breathe in. Pull that chest out. Pull the elbows towards each other. And now breathing out. Hug yourself. Breathe in. Pull that chest, elbows towards each other. Feel the opening. And breathe out. And feel those shoulder blades. Feel the shoulder blades. Right. Okay, I'm just showing 1 or 2 movements only because time is up. The next one is from armpit to the hip line. So what you're going to do, take this hand. If you're sitting, drop yourself and stretch. Now what happens? My right thigh will come when I drop to the left side. Consciously pull that right thigh. And always remember to breathe out. And if need be, what you do, because your knee is coming up, you'll take this right leg over the left thigh, drop your right hand to the right side. Now go stretch, 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 and feel that. Ooh. Come on, all of us need patli kamar. Feel that stretch, lovely. If you're standing, take a little space between and go down and go down. Keep breathing out. Feel that stretch. Lovely. Okay, let's move to the legs. And the front part. Okay, let's do the front part. What you're going to do, put your hand on your buttocks and push. Now, where is the stretch between your pubic bone and navel? So take this and stretch. And now always there has to be an opposite. So your opposite is going to be, take your butt and push and make a tabletop, not go down, head doesn't fall down. So take your hands, slide it till the knee, hold it there, feel the stretch. Now feel the stretch in your hamstring, glutes. Yes. Always breathing out, go down. Very good. Now, same things, just do it in a beautiful dance movement. You will lift them up, rotate them here, go back to your butt, squeeze your buttock, hold it nice, drop elbows towards you, now slowly come back, feel yourself, feel this very sweetly, go to your thighs, yeah, go to the knee, hold it and breathe out and feel the stretch. बहुत आराम देता है, especially for those who are sitting on the comp working. This is a beautiful movement. Just to every hourly keep an alarm. Every hourly keep an alarm that you're going to do that. Nahi hai. Okay. So now we move to the leg. Okay, now you have joints, okay? Like I said, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Okay, so the same way you have hip, it's a ball and socket. So you're going to do simple rotations. Okay, just take your right leg, rotate, and a reverse. Then when you need to do a knee rotation, what you're going to do? Take your hand under the thigh. Okay, and then rotate and reverse. But you have the third joint, which is your ankle, and you're going to take your hand, right hand over the right knee, and now rotate. So 3 rotations, it will be, you have to remember what are your joints and how you're going to rotate them. Okay, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Alicia, is anyone on?
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have 5 minutes to put them into a shavasana or
Yes,
can we?
yes. Yes,
Okay. So I am sorry, there's much more to the class, but since we always have constraint of time and I have a class at 9 again. So I am going to now teach you how to.
I want this
Sure,
this
sure.
leg exercise. Please, we have to take normal breathing.
Yes, we
Leg
yes,
exercise.
normal breathing. Only when you're doing, always when you're doing anything. See, this is our normal stature. Huh? But anything that goes against, like this, you're going to breathe out. Okay, so your lungs are like this. You're breathing out, so you're doing breathe out. Here also breathe out. When you're doing a rotation, normal. Okay? When you're doing up, breathe in. When you're coming down, breathe out. Anything which is twisting is breathe out. Easiest way is to remember breathe out. And breathe out is regulated by you, Neelam. Neelam, breathe out is regulated by you, by your mouth. So the best is, I said that it will activate your vagus nerve. Okay?
And just thank you before awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I have
Joe,
this, I work 1st to the 21st. So every time poor Alicia calls me up and says, ma'am, can you take a class? My class timing also happened to coincide here. So that's how I can't. But this month I took a sabbatical. I stopped all my classes because it's Christmas and I knew the match was on and it's a big screen match in our place. So I am free these days, but somehow their work happens and, you just can't say no. And Alicia, someone or Shabana called me up and I say, yeah, sure, I'll take. So next time we can have some more time. Okay. So now if you have a place, It'll be nice if you could lie down. It'll be lovely if you can lie down. I'm just going to give you verbal instruction. In literally 2-3 minutes, we'll finish, wind up the class. Spread your hands, spread your legs, palms facing the ceiling. Keep your palms open. Now, normally we think of a sankalp, a thought for the day. It could be as simple as I am healthy, I'm happy, I am going to do this today. Whatever is your thought, bring it in your mind, keep it there. Very gently, bring your attention to your toes. Gently wriggle your toes. Thank you, the sole of my feet. Alisha, if you could switch, mute everybody off. I think Neelamji is on.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, the sole of my feet, for carrying my weight. Thank you, my heels, my ankles, my calves. I love you, my knees and my thighs. Even if your knee is hurting, you just keep saying, I love you, my knees. Your right knee, left knee, whichever. Now just let go of both your legs. Now take a deep breath, squeeze buttocks, abdomen sucked in. If need be, clench your fists, tighten your body. Pull your rectal, anal muscles, vaginal muscles, everything inwards, upwards. Take a deep breath, hold on to your breath. Squeeze, lift your hips a little off the floor. Now hold on to that. And now slowly breathe out, release, release, release. We're going to do this one more time. We're going to take a deep breath, squeeze buttocks, abdomen sucked in, navel pull towards the spine, clench my fist, lift my hips off the floor, toes turn towards me. Everything is tightened in my body. Tight, tight, tight. And relax. Breathing out from your mouth. Just let go. Become aware how I release my rectal muscles, how I open my fist. Now take another deep breath. This time we're going to bloat our stomach. Pet ko fugga banao. Balloon your tummy. Let that navel rise up. Let the lower back touch the floor. Reduce the space between your spinal cord and your lower back and the floor. Hold on to that bloated tummy. And slowly relax. I'm relaxing my spinal cord, my shoulder blades, my shoulders, my armpits, my elbows, my wrist. Gently move your fingers. Thank you, each and every finger of mine. I'm relaxing the back of my neck, back of my head, top of my head, my forehead. I love you, my eyes, my ears, my nose, my mouth, my throat, my thyroid. I move down to my chest. Thank you, my heart, my lungs, working 24/7 for me. I move down to my abdomen, my stomach, my liver, gallbladder, spleen, pancreas. I love you and thank you. Move down to my pelvis, my intestines, colon. And most important, my kidneys, I love you, love you, love you. Thank you, every cell in my body. Thank you. Now I let go of this physical body. And I travel. I want you to create a space with your eyes closed. Create a space. It could be a beachside, it could be a garden, or simply your bedroom. Any space that even today brings a smile when you think about it. It could be a vacation, a picnic, and you remember that space so vividly. You are lying down in that space. If it's a beach, you are lying on the sand, you can hear the wave sounds. If it's a garden, you're lying on green grass. With your eyes closed, you can still see the sky, the trees, you can hear the birds chirping. Or your bedroom. Just breathe in from the nose, breathe out from the mouth. This is my space. It's secret, sacred. It's not to be discussed with anybody. This is your go-to space. Let there be a big smile. And whatever was your sankalpa or your thought for the day, just repeat it either 11 or 21 times. And let your body talk to you. Take your own time to come out. Have a pleasant day. God bless you all.